Welcome to Creative Living, where we help you live your most creative life. I'm Jane Klaus. Well, back to school means something different this year, depending on where you live. So we wanted to give you some tips as the kids head back to learning. But first, let's see what we have coming up. We show you some simple meals for the family, ways to keep the kids active and work off some energy. And we talk with Phil Rosenthal, creator of Everybody Loves Raymond, about his new project. That and so much more on this episode of Creative Living. As kids start to head back to school, whether it's in the classroom or at home, the last thing you want to think about is what's for dinner. So lucky for us, here to help us out with some great ideas is the owner of Midwestern Meats, Rod McConnell, also known as Mr. Sizzle. Hello, Mr. Sizzle.
Hello, Jane.
I gotta ask you this before we start. How did you get the name Mr. Sizzle?
One day we had a raffle going on with a smoker, right? Beautiful smoker we're giving away as a raffle. Well, I thought, how else to introduce this than to walk in and do a rap song? And of course, my friend Randy, she decided that we talk about nicknames, and I came up with Meathead and Mr. Ground Chuck, and no, of course not, Mr. Sizzle.
Mr. Sizzle was born, and we'll just chalk that one up to just being good and sizzling hot. Okay, so Mr. Sizzle, tell us about Midwestern Meats.
We've been here for 30 years, and what our company is, we're an old-fashioned butcher shop. We bring in our beef from the Midwest, we age it, we got the best chicken, all natural chicken, we got the best pork, we've got deli, so it's an old over-the-counter butcher shop where you just don't get it out here anymore. And then next to my butcher shop, we have a scratch bakery, we have a restaurant as well. So that's Midwestern Meats kind of in a nutshell.
Wow, Midwestern Meats is like the amusement park for food and fun. I love it.
Exactly. That's perfect.
With Mr. Sizzle on the side. So today you're going to help us out with some ideas for dinner, and you've got some easy recipes for us using top sirloin. Why did you select that cut of meat?
Top sirloin is one of my favorites. That's one reason I picked it. Number two, it's very economical. In these days, economical is good. So as far as steak goes, it's one of the lower price steaks that you can get. And just the opportunity, the dynamic that you can do with it. You can do so many things with it.
Okay, so you've got some simple and easy recipes for us today. Tell us a little bit about the meals.
Okay, so the first one, of course, is just taking this to the grill. Just grill it up. So an all-purpose seasoning. Season it up, put on the grill. Top sirloin is one of the best flavored meats there is. It's not as tender as a ribeye, but it's great flavor. So putting on the grill, cook it to a medium rare. Don't get too cooked with it, it'll get too tough. But medium rare, great flavors. Number two, you take this and you cut it into cubes, right? Cut it into cubes, you get a little stick, you get some peppers, some onions, tomato, mushrooms, and what are you making? You're making a beef kebab.
Beef kebab. You've got a final and third recipe for us. What is that?
Beef stir fry, my all-time favorite. Nothing better. I'm a huge fan of mixing all the veggies up. You get your pepper, little broccoli. One of my favorite is snap peas. Cut your sirloin, you cut it to little strips across the grain, little teriyaki sauce, soy sauce, whatever you want to use. Then you mix them up. No rules.
Mr. Sizzle, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jane. Thank you.
Absolutely. For more information on Midwestern Meats, just head to their website. All this month, we're focusing on back to school, and I'm sure after a long summer, the kids are restless. So here's some virtual ways for the kids to stay active and engaged.
Hey everybody, Nikki here with San Diego Moms, and we are headed back to school. And for the majority of us, that is a virtual opportunity this fall. And so it's still super important that we get out and we do a virtual PE, keep our kids active and find ways for them to just stay engaged and excited. So here are a fun few ways for you to keep your kids active while you're in the distance learning model. Obviously, there is creating an obstacle course in your house, good old hopscotch, my favorite game of red light, green light with your kids.
Yellow light, red light.
the virtual yoga. You just go onto YouTube and search Cosmic Yoga. They have a ton of great resources and ways to keep your kids active. Good old Twister, which is a fun just game for you to have kind of in your house in general, but it's amazing, along with Foursquare. If you haven't played that as a child, definitely introduce that to your family. And we love the Kids Bop dance along programs that they have on YouTube. I just came across this amazing resource called Go Noodle, which encompasses kind of like a YouTube, but it's specifically for kids. So they have agility drills where they partnered with NFL Play 360. So if your kids are into sports, they have mindfulness and stretching and yoga practices, as well as a ton of other crafts and just downloadable activities that you can do. So as you guys know, dancing burns a lot of calories. And what I love about the Kids Bop, just their music in general, is that they take all the top hits that we love to listen to, but they make them in a clean version, and then you have kids singing it. But they've actually launched kind of a virtual series where you can learn the dance moves too. So as we continue to keep our kids active this fall, things like virtual dance classes, martial arts, jujitsu, whatever it might be, keeping them active also with sports, since maybe their leagues might be out this fall. Dribble Up is an awesome app where they can engage and download and actually have the ball kind of tell them whether or not they're doing it correctly. Creating an obstacle course in your backyard or in your front yard, getting the fresh air and keeping them moving is incredible. I love outdoor scavenger hunts, and I also love the activity dice game or opportunity, which you can buy online or make yourself. The American Heart Association had created a great downloadable printout that I think you should keep right above the desk, which basically 25 ways to stay active. So it's just get up, jump up and down 3 times or whatever it might be, but it's a great reminder for them to also stay active when you're not scheduling in their virtual PE or recess time. Well, good luck this school year. It is going to be a challenging time, but keeping our kids active is going to make it all that much better. There's a ton of resources online, and we are here for you.
Be sure to check out yourview.com, where you will find tips and additional stories featuring teachers, parents, and students as YourView goes back to school in 2020. Stick around, we've got more to come right here on Creative Living. We show you ways to keep your outdoor space cool all year long, and how to select the right vet for your pet. How would you like to enjoy your outdoor space all year long? Miss America shows us how to stay cool in the heat.
Hi, my name is Dave Johnson. I'm President and CEO of Mr America. Mr America was founded in 1994, and since then we've done over 15,000 residential installations and over 2,500 commercial installations around the globe. We started off selling mainly line mist systems and gradually moved into directional fan systems and fog effect systems for our residential and commercial customers. During the 2008 housing crisis, we began development on an overhead misting fan, which became our Mist 360 product line. Here's how it works. Our patented Mist 360 system combines the high-speed airflow from our fans with highly pressurized mist generated through our industry-leading ruby-tipped nozzles. By directing the perfect combination of mist and air through a series of chutes, a flash-evaporated cool breeze is propelled downward at just the right angle toward those sitting underneath it. The result is a cool, comfortable breeze that doesn't get you or anything around you wet. This continuous creation of cold air provides an overall ambient temperature drop of 15 to 20% in the area beneath the Mist 360. It's the ideal replacement for any old and ineffective ceiling fan. You can install the system yourself in about an hour, and it can be run with or without mist to effectively cool all year long. We currently offer 3 distinct styles of Mist 360 fans, as well as mist line systems and directional fan units, which gives us the ability to provide an effective cooling solution for any size outdoor space. We make every misting application that we sell in-house, giving us quality control expertise as well as the ability to put together the ideal solution for any customer, regardless of their size. Over half of our staff has been here for 10+ years, so that depth of experience is invaluable in manufacturing, designing, and installing the correct cooling solution for you. Our sales process typically starts with an in-home consultation, where we find out how and when you use your patio based upon your unique circumstances while utilizing our years of experience. Our goal is to provide you with the ideal outdoor comfort solution for your home, both aesthetically and functionally. In addition to providing relief during the hottest times of the day, we have found that the Mist 360 line is ideal for the evening hours, after the sun sets, where we can drop the temperature into the 70s, making for a beautiful outdoor experience. Our customers typically use these fans 9 to 10 months a year, making it a truly year-round solution. In our efforts to provide a simpler and more cost-effective cooling solution, we recently launched a new division focused on DIY-friendly kits that can be ordered online for immediate delivery. These kits are the ideal upgrade to the old, ineffective ceiling fans that just don't work in the summer heat. So the things to remember about Mist America are that we're locally owned, we've been in business over 25 years, and misting is all we do. We encourage you to visit mistamerica.com. From there, you can either order your do-it-yourself kit or fill out a contact form for a free in-home consultation. We look forward to cooling you soon.
At Exceptional Pets, they're your one-stop shop when it comes to pet care. So we wanted to get their advice on selecting the right vet for your furry friends.
Hi, I'm Dr. Childs and I'm the medical director here at Exceptional Pets in Chandler. What's important when you're going to the vet, characteristics or traits to look for is if the veterinarian, can put you and your pet at ease. Someone that, look for someone that, obviously loves, to be around your pet. A lot of animals are very nervous when they go into a new place just from all the smells, and they can sense that other animals have been there, and if they've been to a veterinarian, they know the immediate association of those smells. And so we try really hard at Exceptional Pets to promote fear-free practices, just to try to make the animal more comfortable with the procedures and the process. Calling ahead to arrange a tour is definitely recommended, just so we can make sure that we have someone that's able to visit with you and to answer any questions you might have. Some key points to look for when you're taking the tour is just cleanliness, the happiness of the staff, if you're getting a warm greeting or a warm feeling, and just also to see what other animals are there. Those are all things to look for as far as when you're visiting a place for the first time. Some good questions to ask the vet or their staff about the facility or the care that their pet may be needing is if there's any special interests that the vet may have in certain types of medicine. Even how many cases a day they see may tell you how much time they can devote to your pet at any given appointment. Also, that's a great time to inquire about cost of anything that you may be interested in. So as far as for cost for procedures or exam fees, diagnostics, it varies greatly, not only depending on the species, but also the size of the animal. And so it is really a great idea to get a good treatment plan or estimate, just so you know a ballpark of what things may be. Inquiring about the support staff is important because you want to make sure that the team has a good dynamic and that they work well together. It does help to make sure that things are consistent and there's continuity of care. It also helps too to know if your technician or potentially even your receptionist or CSR knows your pet and gets along with your pet too. I think the whole team is very important in that way. And if you are looking for a new veterinarian or new veterinary clinic, definitely come and visit us at one of our 5 Exceptional Pet locations around the valley.
Here's a quick tip. If you're still homeschooling, decorate the space your younger kids are working in. Add a few alphabet letters or some of their drawings, maybe a map. It'll make it feel more like a classroom. Let's see what we have coming up on the show. If you're looking for some great programming, we've got another show besides this one that you should be watching. Everybody Loves Raymond is one of the most successful and popular shows ever on television. And now the creator is working his magic to do the same thing with his Netflix show, Somebody Feed Phil. I am thrilled to welcome to our show, Phil Rosenthal. Hi, Phil.
Hi. So nice to see you.
What inspired you to even start season 1?
Oh my goodness, it's something I've always loved. You know, I've said this before, but my mom, as great as she was in every other respect, was not the best cook. And so we didn't get a lot of great food. We couldn't afford it, and we didn't go anywhere. So we didn't get a lot of great food. So when I went to college, it was the first time I had garlic, for instance. Like, I never had that flavor, or any flavor for that matter. And it was like, you know, in The Wizard of Oz, when she opens the door and suddenly the world's in color now?
Yeah.
That's what it was like for me.
Your show is not just a food show. I call it, it's like a food show meets a travel show, meets a feel-good show, a history lesson. Like, what would you say the premise of the show is?
I think it's a connecting to people show, because everything I'm using, my little bag of tricks that I've learned over my many years in television about how to make a television show, is now in the service of everything I love in life. So that means family, friends, food, yes, travel, and laughs. And I always say that, you know, food is the great connector and laughs are the cement. And what I'm talking about is the people that I'm eating with, or the people who've made the food, right?
Well, that's the beauty about what you do with this show and just like this magic that you have, because you connect with people in the show. And I don't know what it is. It's your ability to be a genius producer and on-camera host. Is it the chemistry that you have with your crew? Is it the chemistry you have with the people you meet? What is the secret to success that you have?
I think it's knowing what your values are and letting them come through, and not being afraid to let it honestly come through. Meaning, there's mistakes, there's no acting. These are just the values that I'm looking for. I thought, we're never going to do a second take, right? Whatever we get, we get. You know, if sometimes there's a mistake and they want me to say something over again because they didn't hear it, maybe I'll do that once in a while. But even then, it doesn't feel right to me, because I don't want to fake anything. Every reaction you see is real. Now, I'm polite. I don't want to spit food out. That's not good. But most of the time, you're seeing the stuff I love, because we have a very limited amount of minutes in the show. So I want to turn you on to the best stuff. I'm trying to get you to travel. The world would be so much better if we all could experience a little bit of other people's experiences. So I'm using food and my stupid sense of humor as the way in.
And what I love is that you let the funny be funny. You leave it in and you let it go. And that's what the best part about it is.
Thank you. Well, that's, you know, it should feel a little bit like vacation, because I know that's pretty much why you're going to travel to someplace. You have your hard-earned vacation of your 2 weeks a year, or however long it is. You're probably going to take your family. So why not go to, you know, this place? You're looking for a place to go. And then beyond that, we have a website where you can tick off every place that we went in the show and even book it and make a reservation. So plan your trip now for next year, when it's probably going to be okay, when we have a vaccine.
The show is Somebody Feed Phil. I'm wondering who's feeding you today. I feel like it's my responsibility. And being Greek, and I couldn't bring you Greek food because we're miles and miles away, I ordered you some Greek food. Do you have it?
Something arrived at the door about 10 minutes ago. Let me show you what you've done to me. I have not opened this. This is from probably the best Greek restaurant in LA. It's called Papa Christos. And I know this restaurant, and I've ordered from here, but I've never ordered this much from here. All right, here we go, Lucanico. People. Oh, yeah. How do you not like that?
Phil Rosenthal, you are amazing. Thank you so much for entertaining us and making us smile. And thank you so much for your show. Everybody needs to head over to Netflix and watch Somebody Feed Phil. Phil Rosenthal, everybody.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. Creative Living has much more coming up. Manuel Builders share the features you should add your home to add value. builders in Louisiana are on the forefront of home building, and they talk to us about features you should add to your home.
Three things that come to mind that a client should know about themselves when wanting to build a new home would be: 1. Do making decisions come easy to you? There are tons of decisions that will need to be made along the way, so knowing if you may need guidance would definitely help you find the builder right for you. 2nd, what is your lifestyle? How will the home contribute to your day-to-day life, and how will it enhance the way you function in the space? Lastly, what are your essentials? As in, what is your must-have list? What features and elements are important to you and will make your home unique to who you are and match how you live? A few features that can help bring value to a home would include items like enhancing your trim package throughout the home, installing upgraded bathroom fixtures such as adding a custom tile shower, and choosing floor options that are more resilient and longer lasting in lieu of carpet. In addition, you can never go wrong by adding areas of square footage like additional rooms, bathrooms, and more storage to help increase the worth of the home. I have seen a number of features that I thought were great ideas. One of my favorites was a hidden compartment within a fireplace mantle built to hide audio and video equipment for their TV. I thought that was a great use of a space and a clever way to keep things from adding clutter in the living room.
Before we go, we wanted to let you know that you can now watch us on the go. Just download the Cox Contour app, sign in, and then search for your view. Thanks so much for joining us today on Creative Living. I'm Jane Klaus, and I'll see you next time.